My name is Dave Sumner, and basically I run a charity called Guitar Aid, and I've been doing that for the last 35 years. And the beauty of that, running that, I've been able to go on many missions. So I've had a lot of experience in worship. So I was a worship leader. I've been in a Christian rock band. My dad was a pastor. I'm part of the leadership in 𝒂𝒌𝒆 Church in Riverside in Exeter. So really I've had a real broad experience of Christianity, being brought up as a pastor's kid, then finding God's will for my life, and really through what I've done with Guitar Aid, it's opened the door for many, many missions. So if someone was to say my name in church, they'd immediately think missions, because that's my passion. My passion is to go on missions, to encourage other people to go on missions, and to raise up worship leaders around the world. So that's really who I am and what I tend to do. So I hope that answers your question. It's called Take the Next Step. It's really about how Guitar Aid started and how it's gone from giving the very first guitar 35 years ago to giving over 4,000 guitars now. So that represents one every 3 days for the last 35 years. My mum had a prophetic word, and she said, it's not for you to know the end or yet see the path, but to see the next step and take it. Guitar Aid has prospered by taking that next step. So that's why the title is called Take the Next Step. And it really encourages Christians, wherever you are, God has always got a next step for you. And sometimes we're looking too far ahead. And Guitar Aid has prospered just by taking that one step at a time. And that's how now we've given 4,000 guitars. Our instruments are in over 100 countries around the world, and people are worshipping with our instruments because we're willing to take that next step. I wrote this book at the most difficult time of my life. Christmas 21, we had all the family round together, and a couple of days after Christmas, my eldest son, who was taken into hospital with COVID, they phoned us to say he wasn't going to make it through the night. He did make it through the night, but on 4 other occasions, we were called into the hospital to say goodbye to him. I wasn't prepared to say goodbye. I was full of faith, believing that God was going to heal him. So on 4 occasions that happened, where we had to go in and they were thinking this is the last moment. He was in intensive care for 8 weeks, on a ventilator for that period of time. He was in hospital for 7.5 months. During that time, we didn't know whether he would be here the next day. So each day was like anxious time. So what I did, I spent the time writing down all my stories of God's faithfulness, all the missions I'd been on, all the answers to prayer. And so over that, it took me a year, over a year, I ended up with this compilation of mission stories, exciting ways where God provides and answers prayer. And I think it would be an encouragement to anybody. Anyone interested in worship or missions would really enjoy having a look at the book. I'd like to see obedience become like almost like as a way of life for people. Lord, what do you want me to do? To really inspire a culture of obedience, and realizing that just those little steps that God asks us to do are so important. So I think anyone reading it will be inspired to say, what have you got in your hands? For me, in 1990, before I went on my first mission, I was preparing to go, and I felt God say to me, what have you got in your hands? For me, it was a guitar, and I was able to use that and took it. Somebody said to me on the mission trip, you can't eat a guitar. I said, you can't play a tin of beans. And so I want to encourage people, you as an individual have something in your hands that God wants to use. We're all unique. We all have different gifts. For me, it was a guitar. now 4,000 people are worshipping with our instruments around the world. But I wonder, what can God do with your gift if you give it to him? But on Facebook, and I thought this is a good idea, because I think the more you can get the book out, the better. So I love going out speaking, and I think we've over 600 books have already gone, which is like I'm really happy with. So I can go and speak somewhere, and people will buy the book off me because they want to read about the stories. And I think for someone like yourselves that has a wide range of books, it'd be really nice for my book to be part of your library and part of your shop.